meditation of body and breath. Let's begin with sitting comfortably. Sit in a position where you can be relaxed and alert at the same time, whatever that means to you. Maybe uncrossing your legs, feet flat on the floor with a straight back. And having your hands on top of your legs or in your lap, whatever feels most comfortable. And perhaps closing your eyes or casting your gaze down. And then becoming aware of your body sitting here, allowing it to settle down, letting it be held and supported by the chair beneath you. And perhaps noticing what thoughts are going through your mind, what feelings are here. Whatever there is, trying not to judge it, but just noticing what is here right now. And then tuning in to the world around you. What sounds are here? Sounds near you? Sounds further away? Just noticing them, without making any stories up around them. Simply noticing them as the sounds come and they go. And then focusing the spotlight of your attention and bringing it all the way down to your feet. Can you feel the floor beneath them? Do they feel warm or cold? Just being curious about what sensations are here. What can you notice? Perhaps there's some pulsing or throbbing, or maybe they're a bit achy. Can you feel your socks or shoes touching your feet? Paying attention to the sensations themselves. We're not picturing our feet in our mind, we're just trying to become aware of the sensations in both feet. And if you feel nothing, that is also fine. We're not forcing any sensations. We're just noticing what is here for you. And then we're letting go of the feet and we're moving our attention to our breath. Just taking some deeper breaths to start with and trying to notice where you feel the sensations of the breath most strongly. Perhaps you feel the breath flowing in and out of your nose, the air in your nostrils, or perhaps you feel the movement of your chest or the rising and falling of your stomach. And there's no right or wrong place where you should feel the breath. It's not a test, we're just being curious about the experience of breathing. So we're just taking a moment to take your attention to the breath in one of these areas. And there's no need to control the breath, just your normal breathing. we're trying to become aware of the sensations of breathing, the feeling of the breath moving in and moving out. And as you've probably already noticed, the mind very easily wanders off, away from the focus of sensations of the breath into stories. And that's perfectly normal. We're not trying to clear the mind. And it's normal that it's filled with all sorts of thoughts, feelings and ideas, perhaps worries about the future and the past. And the mind really likes wandering back and forth. And when you notice that the mind has wandered off, you just acknowledge where the mind went. Perhaps label it planning, or worrying, or thinking. And then kindly but firmly bring your attention back to wherever you feel the sensations of the breath the strongest. Perhaps trying to follow one whole in-breath and one whole out-breath. And then one more. Trying to be really curious about the sensations of breathing. Perhaps trying to be aware of the beginning and then the end of each breath. Or even noticing that short pause when the in-breath becomes the out-breath and the out-breath becomes the in-breath. And sometimes if your mind's really busy, it can help if you quietly say to yourself in your mind when you're breathing in. And then when you're breathing out. So, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. And each time that your mind wanders, and this will happen many times, just notice it and very kindly and firmly take yourself back to the breath, time and time again. This is the practice. This is what the meditation is about. It's a magic moment of awareness, this moment when you've woken up from a distraction. And also always remembering that thoughts are not the enemy. You don't have to clear your mind of thoughts. We're just developing this skill that we recognize when thoughts are happening without getting lost in the storyline. So just practicing this, focusing on the breath for a few more minutes. And when you discover that your mind has drifted off, again into thoughts, just relax, nothing's gone wrong, and kindly but firmly take your attention back to the focus of the breath. philosopher Lao Tzu writes, "Nothing is rushed in nature. Everything unfolds how it is meant to unfold. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished." And now, as we come to the end of the meditation, becoming aware of the sounds around you, perhaps noticing the contact that you're making with the chair, taking some deeper breaths, wiggling your toes and your fingers, and then when you're ready, opening your eyes and perhaps having a nice big stretch, just giving yourself time to come back into the moment without any rush.